Coach on the Couch is sponsored by Mid-State Technical College. Spring into your future at mstc.edu.
It's a countdown of days and hours for the Pacelli Cardinals before they get on the court for the first time this year, and that brings us to our annual Coach on the Couch interview here for Zaleski Sports. My name is Mike Wendland, here with Coach Dean Borcherding for the Pacelli Cardinals. And Coach, you got a little bit of a late start compared to some other teams in the area who've already got a couple of games in, but you've gotten plenty of practice time with this team already. What have you seen so far you think is going to help lead this team to a potential conference championship?
Senior leadership's really been really impressed with that so far. I got a late start being hired, so I don't mind all the practices. We had one game canceled, but we're ready to go for tomorrow night.
And I guess kind of going forward from that, what got you into coaching? What got you to Pacelli? Like, what's kind of your history getting on the basketball court?
Well, I started out in Marathon. I'm from Marathon, middle school coaching, and when we followed the girls to 8th grade, we were done, and I was told if you want to coach again, you go to a church school. So I went to Northern Lutheran. It took me 4 years to get in because they didn't have an opening, and I was in, but in wintertime I substitute teach, and they wanted a full-time teacher, so I was out. So then I waited, and I saw this job open up, and I'm not Catholic, but I applied, and they liked what they saw, I guess, and gave me a chance.
And I guess with this team, how are you going to try and get this team in your own kind of game plan? How are you going to try and get the Cardinals to this next level?
Cutting down on turnovers. I mean, that's one thing I kind of saw on video before started. Slowing things down. Maybe later in the year we'll run more, but we can't score if you don't have the ball. And I try to preach that to them. And then the little things, setting screens properly and opening up, be ready for the catch the pass. Just little things that add up to big things. That's what I try to emphasize.
And I guess kind of going forward, this is now a team, their third coach in 3 years, trying to kind of find their identity. What are you bringing to the table to really kind of help this team establish a foundation that they haven't had now for a couple of years?
Basically the little things again and slowing things down. You can always speed up, but you don't want to do things sloppy in January and February. Try to do them right now, and then you can always speed up. I'm more conservative. We will press a little bit, but not full for a while. I'm just more conservative, I guess, maybe than previous coaches, and just take care of the ball, possess the ball, valuable.
And I guess you talked earlier about that senior leadership on this team. This is a fairly veteran team, a good amount of upperclassmen. I guess how are they kind of taking charge with this, and how are you working with them to try and kind of be that duo on the court?
Well, I want them to kind of own the team. Like tonight we went through pregame warm-ups. I said, you be in charge. You call it, if captains take over. They're very good. Senior upperclassmen are very good for helping the younger kids with the plays. We just started learning. I just learned the girls' names, a couple weeks ago, and then learned the personalities, learning plays. And the older girls are helping the younger girls learn the plays, which is really just great. I just kind of stand back and watch because if you can't teach it unless you know it, and they know it, so that's good. I appreciate their leadership that way.
And again, going back on the court, there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to try and run on you guys. I know you want to slow things down. How are you going to try and defensively try and limit some of these teams that are going to try and run on you guys?
Well, we probably won't crash 5 girls to the boards, have 1 girl back. We have to just be a heads up on that. We have some quickness. There's some athletes, that are valuable for us on our team. So we'll try to use that to our advantage.
And I guess the last thing I'll ask you is what do you want to say to the fans who, whether they can't be at the games or they have to work or anything like that, that they can find games later on, but then they can also help support this team?
Patience. Nothing's going to happen overnight, and try to be positive. I know parents. I was a parent. My daughters went to Marathon, and the parent, after the games, had a good time to rehash what happened, and usually you bring up the bad stuff and try to think of the positive things. That's what we're going to try to do too this year on timeouts and halftime. Start out with something positive instead of what we have to fix. Just try to stay positive and be patient.
So again, Coach, best of luck. Thank you for joining us. This is Coach Dean Borcherding with the Pacelli Cardinals. Follow the Cardinals all season long. Go support Coach Borcherding and this team. It's going to be a lot of fun as they look for that CWC South Championship. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that has been your Coach on the Couch here in 2022.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Register to start this spring.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.